Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. I hope you all are doing well. So, in the last class, we have seen how to make a staircase in SketchUp. Okay, I have also taught you people the difference between group and component. And now, moving into the next part, which is bringing AutoCAD plans into SketchUp and starting to model with them. But before we get into that part, it is very necessary for us to actually start working on, actually start learning how to make a plan in AutoCAD first. Okay, so today's class will be based on that, in which I'm going to teach you guys how we can develop a plan in AutoCAD and what all different types of plans are there when it comes to creating the plans. Okay, so there are different types of plans actually. You people, as like if you are in your first year or in your second year, or if you're just starting to work, you must be only aware about 2D floor plans. But then in that floor plan itself, okay, we have column placement, we have furniture layouts. Okay, then next will be for like we will have site plans, not just the layout. Okay, not just the plan that will have the walls and rooms, but even the entire site. Then once these things are approved, then we will go into something called working drawings, which are the actual plans needed to begin the construction on the site. Okay, so first we will begin with the design concept. Then once the design concept is approved by the client, after that we will go into making the actual plans. Okay, and then once those actual plans are confirmed, because see, I'm using the word confirmed because in your first attempt itself, the plan will not be approved. Okay, if you are working in a company, your boss or the principal architect or the principal designer, he will suggest his own changes in your work. Okay, using his years of experience and knowledge, he will make some changes in that, and then the next changes will come from the clients. Okay, and the most common reason that you will hear from your client is, भाई मेरे को तो आपका डिजाइन पसंद आ गया, लेकिन हमारे मिसेस जो है उनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा डिजाइन, उन्होंने बोल रहे हैं ये चेंजेस करो. Okay, so if a husband has approached you for working on a design, he will tell you that I'm liking your design, but my wife has suggest some changes. So wife के नाम पे changes होते, or otherwise father के नाम पे change होते. Okay, and if you are designing plans for apartments and all, or places which are going to get sold out, okay, जो बेच रहे हैं लोग वेंचर्स के जैसा, then one of the biggest challenges that will come in front of you are designs which are based on vastu compliances. Okay, vastu, so see, vastu is something that we technically, in our construction language, we call it as building science. Okay, but the Hinduism religion has added more things into the vastu, more things into the building science, which is being called as vastu, like where we have to place the, where the room where money will be kept has to face. Okay, where washroom has to face, where bedroom has to face. Okay, and like that, then there are some entrances as well. So in which direction of north, south, east, west, the direction should be kept. Okay, in which direction of north, south, east, west the kitchen should be placed, master bedroom should be placed. So all these things will come into consideration. Okay, so if you are planning to make good designs, or if you are planning to be successful, then you need to be aware about Vastu compliances as well. Okay, no matter which religion you are from, for a professional, when it comes to his profession, we need to be neutral in every terms. Okay, be it the type of person we are dealing with, or be it the type of place we are dealing with. It's not like you should not say your client that no, I'm only familiar with working with Hyderabad, so I will not work on your project which is based in Karnataka. You can't say something like this to your client. Okay, so you have to be open for everything that comes in front of you, and for that, one advice for you guys is to not just by heart whatever is being taught. Okay, suppose I'm teaching you some steps, so I would not advise you guys to just copy paste those. I mean, step 1 ye karna hai, step 2 ye karna hai, step 3 should be this. Don't do like that. Okay, make yourself, I mean, challenge yourself into using that skill which you have learned from me into exploring new designs, okay, in other things. Like suppose I have taught you a particular design, and for that I'm explaining you some steps. Now you should not limit yourself into using those steps only for making that design. Suppose I taught you a design, a command for making doors. Now, it does not mean that you have to use that command only for making doors. Okay, you should be having that thirst in you to understand, to research in what all places this command can be explored even more. Okay, so this is what my expectations are from you guys, but I'm not sure how many of you will take my advices to their hearts, and how many of you will take my advices into their kidneys. Okay, so it's all on you guys. All right, so let us begin with AutoCAD. And as you all can see, this AutoCAD is okay. This is the opening page of AutoCAD, and this AutoCAD is divided into three parts. Okay, this is one, this is two, and this is three. So starting with option number 3 that we have over here. So this is basically a place where you will have to log in into your account, and this is the place where you will be getting notifications from the Autodesk company related to several things. Okay, as of now there are no notifications, but there will be notifications that will be coming up from the Autodesk, and then you can also share your feedback. And then the second column that we have over here is recent documents. So if you are opening AutoCAD for the first time, you will not find any document over here at all. But as you proceed with your work, suppose you are opening a file every day, then what will happen? That file will show up over here. And every next file will take the position on the top, and the previous file will start going down. Okay, and as you start working, the first file, okay, first all those earlier files will start going down, and on the top you will see the file that you have recently opened. Okay, but let's say that you want to work like on the top, you want to find the files which you are working on. Okay, you don't want those files to just go down automatically. Then what you have to do is, like, you will find this icon that looks like a pin. Just click on it, and what that pin will do, it will fix your file on the top. Like right now, these are the 4 projects which I am doing. So I have just pinned them on the top so that no matter how many files I open, these 4 files should remain on the top only. Okay, that's the case. Now, when it comes to viewing these recent documents, again, there are 3 different ways in which you can view. Okay, one is this, in which you will find the design in a bigger way, and then the name of that design, okay, name of that file. Okay, so like that. Then the next option is Along with the name, you will also see when you last opened it. Okay, and then the third option that we have is just a list. Okay, you won't find the image over there, but you will find the different file names. Okay, like that. So I am comfortable working with the second option over here in the recent documents, because I can actually see what all files I am working with. Okay, sometimes what will happen, a particular project, for a particular project there will be multiple files. Okay, so it is important for me to view which file from that particular project I have to open. Okay, like for example, if you see over here, we have two files related to the names and city. So this is a villa which I'm designing. So there are two files. Now I want this particular file to be on the top because this one is not needed anymore. But still it has important information in it. So it is still existing in my folder and I have not deleted it. But this is the file which I want to work. So that is why I have pinned it also. Okay, so like that we have these options. Okay, now moving ahead into the first column that we have, this is get started, and this is from where you will be able to start working on your design. Okay, this is the place from where you will choose what you want to design with. So choosing as in, see, as a fresher, or let's say as a student, your teacher might force you or suggest you to work in design in the metric units. Okay, but when you are coming into the market, you will find most of the companies as of now at the moment, they are familiar with working with the imperial unit. Imperial as in feet and inches जो रहते वो. But college में लोग क्या करते हैं? They teach us with the metric system. Okay, meters, millimeters, like that. And that is also necessary because the future is in metric, and the difference between metric and imperial is that in metric units you can go with even more detailed amount of precision. Okay, like for example, let's say you have feet and after that we have inches, but when it comes to metric we have meters, we have centimeters, we have millimeters also, and that gives us even more greater amount of precision when we compare it with imperial units. Okay, now I am not asking you to favor any one unit, because my advice for you people is make yourself comfortable, adjust yourself to both the unit systems. Okay, be it metric or be it imperial. Now adjusting does not means that you should convert the units. Okay, no, you should not go deeply into the conversion. It's just that you need to make yourself familiar with everything. Like let's say for example, the thickness of the wall, if you look in inches, it will be 9 inches. Okay, now if you convert 9 inches into millimeter, you will get a value that will have, after the dot, that will have so many decimal values. Decimal numbers will be there. Okay, 3 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit. But you should know, if it is in inches, if it is 9, then in meters, how much should it be? In millimeters, how much should it be? Okay, you have to make yourself comfortable and familiar with those values. Okay, so let's go ahead. So as I was talking about the get started option over here, so if you just directly click on this button over here, it will open a new page. But if you want to work with a particular template, okay, template as in metric or millimeters, and so many different templates are available for us. So let me just click on this option over here and show you. So as you all can see, there are so many different templates available for us. Okay, but if you are not familiar with any template, just leave it as it is. Okay, and you can work with this option, no template imperial, or otherwise no template metric. Okay, so You just have to click on one option over here, but I will come back to this one later. So apart from this get option, there are some other options also over here. Okay, we have open files, we have open a sheet set, get more templates online, and we have explore sample drawings also. Now, when it comes to open file, if I click on this, then I will be able to open a file which is not present over here in this list. Okay, suppose you just downloaded a couple of files from your email. There are 4 to 5 files. Okay, so either you can just double click on that file itself, or you can just click on this open files option. A document, okay, a window will open. Now from here, you have to go into that location where you have saved your file and just double click on it. Okay, likewise, just like how we have learned about templates over here, there are some more templates that we can get online. Okay, like you will be able to view more templates from the website itself. Okay, like this. Oops. Just give me a minute, guys. Somebody is calling me since a long time. Okay, everyone. So sorry for that. So we have some more options over here which says we can get templates online as well. And then Autodesk gives us some sample drawings also. Okay, so if you click on them, we will be able to explore the different techniques and what all Autodesk or AutoCAD allows us in this software for creating our designs. Okay, and apart from that, the templates that we see over here, okay, these are not just the templates that we have available for us. We can create our own template also. So usually the companies which are like big companies or professionally working companies, so what they do is they create their own template and give it to their clients, so that those templates contain those sheet setups and things like what do we say, the title panel. So all those things will be set in the layout itself, so that whatever their employees are working on, in the end when they are supposed to take a print out, they can just immediately do it within the template or title panel which is provided by the company itself. Okay, so I will teach you guys those things also, like how to create our own template and how we can use it. Okay, so let us go ahead in our design. So also apart from the option that we see over here, create, we have one more option called learn, where AutoCAD gives us some different small videos, like a tutorial in the form of tutorial, that we can watch and learn from them. Okay, so anyways, moving ahead with the create option. So I'll just go into it and I will go with the no template imperial option. Okay, now as you all can see, this is how the drawing area looks like. Now for some of you, the drawing area would be black in color. Okay, but I would want the drawing area to be white in color. Okay, the reason is, when we are having black color background, then in order for the plan to be visible to us, we will go with colors or color scheme that will be visible in the black background. Okay, but we end up doing that as a big mistake. Okay, big mistake as in, when we are taking a printout on a paper, that paper is white in color. Okay, so suppose you are using a color for your line which will highlight in black background. But if you take a printout of that on a white sheet of paper, that line, okay, that particular color that you have chosen, it will not be clearly visible to us. Okay, there will be so much of confusion for us. Okay, so how to do that? How to change the color from black to white? Let me show that to you. The first thing, so go into this file menu that you see over here. Okay, then you will find this drawing utilities. Just click on that, or otherwise, if you can find this option, okay, this button over here called options, just click on it and a new window will open. I hope that you people are able to view this new window. Okay, now in this new window, you will see this option called display. Okay, in that, come down and you will find this option colors. Click on that, and here in this option, if it is black in color, okay, just click and make it as white and click on apply and close. Okay, let me show you an example. See, I am making a line. Okay, and this line, let me give it a yellow color. Okay, and as you all can see, the yellow color is being highlighted in a very beautiful way. It is coming out very amazingly. But if I go into options, okay, and if I change the color to white, apply and close, apply and okay, see, it is not visible very clearly at all. I mean, it might be visible to you for now, but then when you're taking a printout, okay, the printing machine might not be clever enough to make it look darker on a white piece of paper. Okay, so in the first attempt itself, in the beginning itself, you just have to do it once, that's it. Okay, in the beginning itself, change the color. If you are having black color background, change it into white color background. Okay, that's it. And also you will be finding grids like this. Okay, if you are comfortable with grids, like usually if you are a mechanical engineering student or an aeronautical engineering student, then that is when we will be needing the grids for accuracy and precision. Otherwise it is not needed. So what you can do is just come here to the bottom and you can see this option, okay, grid mode. Just click on it and it will turn off. Okay, another thing is this X and Y axis. Okay, and most of the time this X and Y axis irritates me a lot. So in order to turn it off, what you can do is just go to this option on the menu, view, and you can see this UCS icon. Just click on it if it is turned on, and the axis will get deactivated. Okay, it will get hidden. Okay, so like that, let me, okay, this is basically the region that you see over here right now. Okay, this whole thing, we call this as status bar. Okay, so let us go into each one of them one by one. So I will explain you those which are important to us. Okay, like this is dynamic mode. So what exactly dynamic mode will do is, suppose I am making a line. Now near the cursor, if you can see, I am getting options. Okay, it is asking me specify next point, and near the line, it is showing me distance and angle also. Okay, those things are visible because this dynamic input mode is on. But if I turn it off, no, see, I cannot see anything at all. Okay, so if you are not able to see anything on your drawing area, just turn this on and then you will be able to see it. Okay, then before this option, we have this option called snap mode. Now, big advice, always keep it off unless you are not an architecture or engineering, civil engineering student. Okay, turn it off means I'll show you what it is. See, this is the grid. Now, if you see the cursor, I'm able to very freely move my cursor anywhere I want. But when I start making a line, you will notice that my cursor, okay, the movement of my cursor is limited only on the intersection of the grids. And that is from where my line will start. Okay, see like this. This is how it moves. If the snap mode option is on, but if it is off, then see, I can just move my cursor anywhere I like. Okay, so we as interior designer students or architecture students or civil engineering students who are making plans, we don't need this snap mode. Okay, in fact, we don't need this grid also. So you can turn that off as well. Okay, then next is ortho mode over here at this point. Okay, this is ortho mode. Just see my cursor at the bottom right. This is ortho mode. Okay, ortho mode is that command that we will be using at most of the times. Not all the time, but most of the time. And what the ortho mode will do is, it will allow us to make our line completely straight. Okay, like let's say right now, ortho mode is off. It is not highlighted like the dynamic mode which is present over here. Okay, dynamic mode is highlighted in blue because it is activated, but ortho mode is off. So if ortho mode is off, I can make my line in any direction, in any angle. Okay, there is no limitation in the angle. The angle is not limited. Okay, it is free. I can move it in any direction I want. But if the ortho mode is on, okay, shortcut is F8. If you are using a laptop, then you will have to press the key FN, which is near the control button on the left side. Okay, left side bottom. FN, you have to hold the FN and then you have to press F8. Okay, only then the function keys will get activated. So see, ortho mode is on. Now, no matter where I take my cursor, the movement of my line is limited to only vertical and horizontal. Okay, only as per 90 degrees. Okay, 90, this is 0 degrees, this is 90, this is 180, and this is 270. Okay, and this is where the line will get limited to. Okay, so we have horizontal and vertical only, but if ortho mode is off, I can move it in any direction I want. Okay, then this was ortho mode. After that, we have polar tracking. We don't need to know this. ISO draft is also not needed for us. Okay, this object snap tracking also is not needed, but we need object snap. Okay, so what is object snap? It is activated right now so that I can show you very clearly. Suppose I have made a line. Okay, and I want to start a new line exactly from the center of this line. Okay, ये जो line है इसके middle से मेरे को मेरी new line start करना है. So see, this object snap option is off. So where exactly is the midpoint? I'm not able to identify that. But if it is on, you can see that as soon as I take my cursor near, there is a triangle which is forming, and that is representing the center or midpoint of this line. See, I can start exactly from there. But if ortho mode is off, okay, I want to start from the middle of this. So I will just assume that middle is over here. Let me start the line. But if I zoom in closer, you will see that the line is not exactly touching the center. But here, yes, no matter how much you zoom, you will notice that my line, okay, is exactly starting from the midpoint. Okay, midpoint of the existing line. So this is the benefit of having the object snap option as on. But just like ortho mode, this object snap option also, we will have to deactivate it sometimes. Okay, otherwise what will happen? It will interrupt our selection points. Let's say I don't want to start from the center. Okay, I want to start it from somewhere else. But if I take my cursor over there, okay, even if my cursor is not exactly at the center, it is still showing me the center. Okay, so it disturbs our workflow. So just make sure that whenever it is needed, whenever it is not needed, just turn it off. Okay, and shortcut is F3. But when it comes to this object snap, it is not just limited to midpoint or endpoint. Okay, there are so many other options that you can activate in this object snap option, and you can view them by clicking on this small arrow or triangle that you can find over here. Okay, see, these are the different options. So if you don't want, you can turn off few things also. Okay, and turn on only the mandatory ones. So usually what I do is I have the endpoint, midpoint, okay, center as on, then quadrants will be on, then intersection will be there, extension is also necessary, then perpendicular is on, and nearest is on. Okay, these are the options that I will be keeping as on when I'm working. Okay, others are not needed, and even if they are needed, you can just click on this arrow over here and it will come back. Okay, then after that, this next option is show or hide line weight. Okay, now suppose this particular line, I'm increasing the thickness of that line. But if you see here, even after increasing the thickness of the line of these two lines, it still remains similar to the line whose thickness I have not increased. Okay, we are not able to view it, and the reason is this option is off. Now if I click on this and turn it on, you will see that the thickness of the lines are now visible to us. Okay, so this is the option for that. And apart from that, there are other options as well which are not necessary for us, except for this last option over here called customization. So in customization, you will be able to find such options that you want to bring it out on status bar or remove it from the status bar. Let's say, for example, this dynamic mode. Okay, dynamic mode is over here. If I click on this, then from the status bar, dynamic mode will go away. See, ortho mode, it has just gone off. Polar tracking, okay, snap mode, grid mode, okay, like that. So if you want to bring them back, just click on them and they will come back. Okay, so this is what the status bar comprises of. Now, apart from the status bar, we have this option called command panel. Okay, this is the command panel. and it can be floating or it can adjust itself also. Now sometimes what will happen, let's say you accidentally delete this, okay, it gets closed. Then how do we bring it back? It is very simple. Okay, see, it is like this, it goes away like this. Then what you have to do is just simply press Ctrl+9 and it will come back. Okay, it will be visible once again. Now suppose even after pressing Ctrl+9 it is not coming back for you guys, then don't worry, you can just immediately message me on WhatsApp. Okay, you all have my number. Okay, it is 799393. Okay, 7711. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay, 7993937711. You people can always, ping me on WhatsApp, or I mean, I'm not always available for a phone call, but whenever it is needed, you can just drop me a message on WhatsApp, and I will respond back to you. Okay, so if you're facing any difficulty or you need some help in your projects, you can just right away message me on WhatsApp. Okay, now back to AutoCAD. So just like how in SketchUp, okay, the tools in the large toolbar were arranged neatly as per their requirement. Here also in AutoCAD we have something similar like that. Now in SketchUp, that toolbar was called as large toolbar. Okay, but in AutoCAD we call it as ribbon area. Okay, and if you see over here on the screen, this is how big the ribbon area is. Okay, and it contains different commands in it. Okay, not just that, like the commands that you are able to see over here, AutoCAD is not just limited to the commands present over here. If you see on the top in the menu bar, okay, this is ribbon area. Now this is menu area, menu bar. So in menu bar, we have home, and under home, we have so many other commands. Then if you go into insert, here we have another set of commands. Annotate, another set of commands. Parametric, view, manage, output, okay, add-ins, collaborate, express tool, okay, featured apps. So these are the different menu buttons, and every menu button will have a particular set of commands and tools under it. Okay, this is how it works. Now sometimes what will happen accidentally, just like the command panel over here at the bottom, this ribbon area will also get vanished. Okay, that will also get vanished. So if something like that is happening, just immediately text me on WhatsApp and I will help you in bringing it back. Okay, everyone. So this is about it. Now I will end the class with some more information related to AutoCAD, which is what to do when you are starting any project. Okay, this is the topic which I'm going to tell you. So the first thing that you have to do is save your file. Okay, and where you have to save? You have to save it in a particular drive, not on the downloads folder or in the documents folder or on your desktop. No, never do that. The reason is if your file or if your system crashes, okay, or if it gets infected by virus, then if you are going to format your system, then all your files will go away. But if you are saving in a drive, then what will happen? You will be able to tell your computer repair person that all my important files are there in this particular drive, and he will be able to recover those files and put it back after formatting. But in the drives, don't save in C drive, because that is where the installation files will be kept. All the window related installation files will be kept in the C drive. Okay, C drive, or if you are working with Mac or Apple iOS related computers or laptop, then you will have to look into it. Okay, never save in that folder, because that is where the virus will be. Okay, so your computer repair guy will format that folder the first thing. Okay, so always save your file, and that to save in a folder which is in a drive, and you should remember where you are saving your file. Okay, this is the first thing. Then second thing is you have to set up the units. So UN enter is the shortcut for that. Okay, UN enter is the shortcut for that. And when you click on UN enter, or otherwise you can also go from here also, this button, go to drawing utilities and you will find units. Just click on that. Okay, and this window will come. Now over here, if you are familiar with working in the metric system, have decimal over here, or otherwise have engineering or architectural over here. If you want to go with imperial, have architectural or engineering. Okay, this is about the type of unit that you want. Next is precision. Okay, so keep the precision to minimum. So what the software will do is it will round off your value. Okay, like for example, if you are getting value like 1.234, okay, it will not take it as 1.2. It will round off that value. Okay, it will take it as 1.3. Okay, or 1.25. So the software will round off the value based on what precision you are choosing. And then lastly, if you are choosing architectural or engineering, then in the insertion scale, it should be inches. Okay, it should be kept as inches. But if you are going with decimal, then in the insertion scale, you have to go with millimeters. Okay, but if you are going with engineering, and over here millimeters is there. Okay, let me click on OK. Now see what will happen. The software will show you a disclaimer. Okay, which says for use with architectural or engineering linear units, insert units should be set to inches. So what are our insert units over here? They are millimeters. Okay, so we have to close this and then we have to select inches. And then once you are done with it, just click on OK. Okay, don't go with the angle units over here. Keep it as decimal degree only. But see, we have other options also, other units for the angle as well. Choose other angles only when you are aware about what you are choosing. Otherwise, just leave it as default settings only and then press OK. Okay, setting the units is the second step. Then third step, you have to set the layers. Okay, layers thing, anyways, I will be teaching you that tomorrow. Let's not go deep into the layer, but just remember that after setting the units, you have to create layers. And then the last step that you people will have to remember is set the dimensions. Okay, for that you have to go into a shortcut called D enter. Okay, D. Okay, which is the shortcut for dimension style. Okay, just click on it and you will come across an option like this. Okay, so if you are already having a file over here, if there is a style present over here, then you have to click on modify. And in this window, you have to set the sizes. So first thing is set the primary unit similar to what you have set the units as. So I have set engineering precision is minimum. Then text size, increase it to, usually I go with 5 inches or 6 inches, but you will have to decide based on your project scale. Then after setting the text, go to symbols and arrows, and here also see there are so many different arrow styles. So change the arrow size to, let's say, 5 inches. Okay, so I can see arrows, closed filled arrows. but you can change it to architectural tick also. We usually go with this architectural tick. Okay, so symbols and arrows, text, and primary units. Now in text also, text alignment. Okay, if you want the text to be exactly in the center, then in the text placement you have to choose center, and here also center. Okay, then text alignment. If you see over here, no matter which direction they are making the line, okay, be it vertical or horizontal or inclined, the text will appear horizontal only. But if you go with other options that we have, okay, aligned with dimension line. So if I click here, see how the dimension will now look. Okay, now the direction is aligned as per the direction it is going. Vertical means it will look like this, horizontal means like this, inclined means like this. Okay, and then we have ISO standard as well. So in this, there will be certain standard designs. But again, whatever text alignment you want to go with, you can just go it. Okay, and once you are done, just press OK and click close. Okay, but once you are done setting up the units, you can again come back and change the units. I mean, change a few options over here. Like let's say you can change the text size. Okay, you can change the symbol and arrow size, but you cannot change the primary units once you are set. Okay, once you have set the units to imperial or to metric, after that, if you are willing to change, you cannot just change it from here. Okay, you have to change your entire drawing also. Otherwise, the measurements will come extremely incorrect. So in the upcoming classes, I will be showing you guys how to change the units. If you have, let's say, for example, if you have created a plan in imperial, now you want to change it into metric. So there is a small process for that. Okay, I will be teaching you guys about that thing later on in the upcoming classes. Okay, guys, so this is about. Now, suppose you want to create your own style, then here you have to click on new. Okay, give it some name. Let me give it as Babu Rauka style. Okay, now click on continue. And here in this new window, you have to set all the things which I have just told you. Okay, primary units. We have text, we have symbols and arrows also. And then once you are done setting it, just click OK. Now over here, we have one more thing called alternate units. Okay, so this option is right for those people who are dealing with people who are comfortable in two different unit system. Okay, like suppose you are working with a structural engineer, like you have to share this drawing to your structural engineer who is familiar with the metric, and you are familiar with the imperial. So you can set your primary units to imperial, and in the alternate units, just come and turn this on so that along with the imperial, you can also view the metric. So here you can change it to decimal and you can reduce the precision and then just press OK. All right. And if you are working with primary units like decimal, and you also want to show the imperial units. So come here and click on engineering and it will show the imperial units also. Okay. So this is how this thing works. Now, once you are done with it, okay, just click on OK. And over here, you have to click on the style that you have just created and you have to select this option, set current. Means you are setting the current style as the one which you have created. Otherwise, what will happen? AutoCAD will continue to go with the default style which was there earlier. So you have to click on your style and select. Okay, you have to press this set current option and then just click on close. Okay, everyone. So this is what you have to do. this was all about AutoCAD for today. Does anyone have any doubts to ask me? Does anyone wants to ask some doubt? Okay, I think nobody has any doubt to ask me. No problem. Still, if you're having any doubt, you can just, uh, okay, wait a second. Someone has a doubt. Okay, you can unmute yourself.
Sir, how to change the text size of that dimensions?
Okay, de-enter, go to modify. Can you see this text over here?
Yes, yes, I did that.
Yes, over here, just in the text height, you can change it. Like suppose you want 8 inches, just change it to 8 inches and press enter.
Okay,
Yeah, that's how it is.
sure.
And then
Yeah,
press OK.
yeah. And what's that set current values for?
Suppose you are creating a new style. Okay, like earlier when I opened this dimension style manager, the only style that we had was standard.
Yeah,
But recently, I mean, just now I taught you how you can, by clicking on this new option, okay, how you can create your own style. Now,
yes,
after you're creating your own style, you will have to command AutoCAD that from now onwards, you have to use the style which I have created. So you have to click on your style and then you have to click on set current so that AutoCAD can accept your style. Otherwise, it will continue to use the style which is by default.
okay.
Yes. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. I think nobody has any doubt. Uh, can you please show that alternative one? Okay, fine. So, okay, this, if you can see over here along with my primary unit, you can also see the alternate unit. So let me show you how we can, let me make some dimension. Let me make a big line. So I'll click here and I want to see what is the length of this line. Okay, now see, along with the imperial units, I can also see the units in millimeters. Okay, is that clear, Abdurrahman? Okay, any more doubts coming up for me? Okay, I think these are the doubts that I have for today. Anyways, if you have any more doubts coming up, you can just message me on WhatsApp. And if you want, like if you're unclear about a certain command which I've just showed you, then you can just visit my YouTube channel. Okay, all you have to do is in the search, just type my name Ibrahim Sibgatullah, and you will find a channel with the name A Sketch. Okay, so in that you will be able to view the video of my ongoing class for the next 24 hours. Okay, so that's it then, guys. So I'm ending the class and my next class will be on Monday. Okay, our classes are from Monday to Thursday, right? So my next class will be on Monday for now. Okay, guys, I'll see you people. Goodbye.